Sometimes they play up, sometimes they play down to the competition, the level of the competition.
Wait, I actually didn't get to the question, though.
Oh, what was the question?
That was just a statement.
Oh, okay. Well, okay.
But I can see you were so nervous to explain yourself. I can see the body language.
Hey, Molly, you got to get it out before they come at you.
Sorry, that was just the
I
setup.
thought you had passed that thing off.
No.
Okay.
Are you still confident they will beat the Tampa Bay Bucs in Tampa?
Okay, let me tweak this a little bit. Am I even more confident or less confident after yesterday? And I'll tell you this, I'm more confident even after the horrific game they played yesterday. Because they played such a horrific game, that's why I'm confident. The Dallas Cowboys don't put back-to-back stinkers together like this. They don't. When you look over, they played up and down. But if they play like this the next week, they usually show up and show out, and I'm expecting that. This is a Week 18 game. A Week 18 game. A game, I know that ultimately it wasn't just Philadelphia, because that's all we ever talk about. I know you could have won the division if Philadelphia lose and you win. But the number one seed is what everybody's been after. San Fran wasn't going to lose that. Y'all, you could stop that. You weren't going to get that from San Fran. That's just, and so the best thing for Dallas is to go see Tom in Tampa. Just where we're going to be. So it all played out. And the best thing for Dallas is to go in off this stinker that Jerry Jones has talked about. And it is a stinker because you cannot put back-to-back games like this together and look at your man in the mirror and see okay.
Hey, the one thing about you, Playmaker, this is why I'm glad you, my friend. I know that no matter what I do, you got me. Playmaker, you see friendship and loyalty the way it should be. This is how you should see it.
I see the bright side of things. I see the positive side of things. I want to pull people towards things, not always drag them down. And see, that's what I'm talking about. They played down, and now they're ready to be pulled towards greatness.
You know what you do? You treat the Cowboy like I treat friendship. I tell all my friends, I am with you when you right. I'm even with you when you wrong in public. In public. I'm with you when you're wrong. That's what you're doing right now, Playmaker. You throwing a lot of flowers on a lot of doo-doo right now. When you look at this game, the one thing I want to say, though, that I believe we as former players try to trick everybody into is that we get up for every game the same. Because you actually don't. Like, keep it real. Like, you don't.
So Week 18 is a different game.
It's a different game.
When things are already set. Okay.
I will say that, right? Like, I used to have to convince myself. I used to try to picture Ray Lewis playing linebacker for the Cleveland Browns sometimes because you don't get that same feeling for Cleveland that you got for Baltimore. Right? And so I understand that.
They play down to the competition?
They absolutely do. But I'm just saying, like, even this week, though, right? Like, this week, focusing on a team that's playing a rookie quarterback. There's nothing up for grabs or nothing at stake for you. So what this shows me, though, is, right, it's about preparation. Yeah. It's about coaching. It's about discipline. Now, all those things come into play this week when you're playing the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Because even with what Tampa's been this entire season, that's still Tom Brady over there. That's still Mike Evans. That's still Chris Godwin. That's still players that can go out and make plays offensively. And the defense that we saw in 2020 with many of the same players step up and be the reason they won the Super Bowl, and it wasn't Tom Brady. So now, Dak Prescott, are you going to throw footballs behind receivers and allow them to get picked off for 6? Because you may not come back and be able to do what you did against Philly. Okay. Defense, where have you been down the stretch of the season? Yeah. Where is the pressure when you're playing Sam Howell? Where is the turnovers when you're playing Sam Howell? The thing I said, Playmaker, I thought they should have rested the starters. I thought Mike McCarthy should have said, sit down, relax, watch from the sideline, and come on. They didn't rest them. They just played like they was resting.
Right, and that's what I'm saying.
Hold on.
And that's what I'm saying.
Don't go on further.
We gotta let you talk.
Now, let me ask you a question. Who you work with every day?
You.
That would be me.
Yeah.
Who's your partner? That would be me.
Well, right now it's Southern Steve.
That would be me.
Sometimes it's Stephen A.
Put on this hat, girl.
All right.
Okay.
Well, it fit my head.
Put it on. I don't know, but try.
Just put it on. It's like you buy expensive props, too.
Now, come, bring this chair over here just a little bit closer. Just a little bit closer. Right? So we're going to see, this is what we're going to do. We're going to look in that camera together. And I want you to repeat after me, Molly. The camera looks far better.
Molly looks very nice.
Great in that hat.
Now, Molly,
is this my camera?
What do I say about those Dallas Cowboys? Look at that camera and tell that world.
That they're an accident waiting to happen?
And what
Can't go wrong, will go wrong?
That's right.
Why do you have question marks on it, though, Mom?
Well, I was just making sure that I'm saying the right
Let me tell you
statement.
something right now.
I don't know which one there's a lot he says about the Cowboys.
Because I want her to understand that we're aligned. Now, you see, Ryan Clark, here's the deal.
Oh, my goodness.
Here's the deal, buddy.
Let me sit back.
Let me say, you sit back and you embrace what I'm about to say. Because guess what you just did, Ryan Clark? You told the world why the Dallas Cowboys are about to fall. That's what you just did. You just told them why they're about to fall.
Don't bring me in this.
Listen, you can't pivot from this. No pun intended. You can't pivot from this. Here's the deal. The defense of the Dallas Cowboys have been sporadic to be kind. The running game for the Dallas Cowboys has been sporadic to be kind. That damn Dak Prescott, doesn't he have 15 interceptions on the season? I believe he does. And by the way, another pick six yesterday. And by the way, something you were inaccurate about just a touch.
Tell me.
You said they lost to a backup quarterback. He wasn't no backup. That was a third string dude. The backup implies a second string. Oh no! He was way down in that.
So he the backup to the backup.
We had to get a shovel. We had to get a shovel to dig him up to find out who the hell he was. And still, he beat the Dallas Cowboys yesterday. Now you're talking about the Cowboys. I would like y'all to remember. Remember this. Pressure, according to recent history, has really been the Dallas Cowboys' Achilles heel. When you expect them to do something is when they fall short. And sure enough, when you look at Mike McCarthy, you think his job's secure. You think Sean Payton is out there trying to intend to talk to the Denver Broncos? Oh, no, sir. Oh, no, sir. He ain't thinking about no damn Denver Broncos job. He thinking about one or two jobs. He thinking about the Chargers with Brandon Staley, who might get himself fired. He loses this game to Jacksonville. Or he's thinking about Dallas because of McCarthy.
Okay.
That's all I got to say.
There's only one.
I know you had a big game last week, so do you feel like there's some momentum you can carry these last few weeks as an offense into the postseason?
Yeah, I think every week's going to be a new week for us, and it's always tough to lose, but we got to put everything we can into this week. So this is everyone's works hard to get to this point, and now there's no more second chances.
I think this is the first time you've been in the playoffs with a team that won a division with a losing record. How does that strike you, and what does that say about the challenge ahead?
Oh, it's a big challenge. I think every team's going to be challenged. There's only 14 teams qualify. There's only one that's happy about in the end. So it's got to fight hard. Got to try to earn it. We've had some, been battle tested. Had some tough games. Some we came back from. Some we haven't. And but like I said, close won't be good enough going forward for anybody.
Any part of you going into these playoffs think I'm going to smell the roses just a little bit more just in case I make a decision if this is it?
Yeah, I haven't thought about any of that. So just want to be the best I could be for my teammates every day and show up to work like a professional and come out and play good.
Wasn't the outcome that you wanted, but you managed to break yet another record this year, 490 completions, bested your 485 from last year. Just what can you say about having the opportunity to go out there and break new records at 45?
I always, just love going out there to compete and love with my teammates and love competing with those guys. I've got a great group of guys that I go to work with every day, and we try to show up for everybody and be the best we could be. So, this is going to be, these are all team records in my opinion. I've always said that. I don't catch one ball. I think I caught one or two in my career.
You tried.
That's right. Well, yeah, that one stunk. I've had a few bad ones that didn't go well at all, and then maybe one or two that went okay. So those are hard to come by.
How did you play about as much as you expected to play today under the circumstances?
I was trying to play as long as I could. I really was, but we just had so many injuries, and there were so many people going in and out, and it just got, it's tough. You want to give other people opportunities to play. I played a lot this year, so. Good to see Blaine go in there and play and throw a touchdown. Good to see Kyle play a little bit. So those are all positives.
Does the record matter for you? Because you've said it time and time again. You do the best you can in the regular season, but when the postseason comes, it's a whole new season.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it doesn't. I was part of teams that were really good and didn't make it very far. I've been with teams that were fighting really hard and made it a long way. So everything will be determined by what we do from here going forward. Hopefully we've learned a lot from what's happened over the course of the season. And now we just got to go put our best foot out there, offensively, defensively, special teams. Got to get a lot of guys healthy and, put our best group out there and see if we can go. It's really doesn't matter. You don't think about winning anything more than one game. So you can only win one game a week. The team that wins is the one that plays the best.